What's going on, guys? Fanny Pack Swag here, back with another video, and this video is primarily focused on gaining banana control as the counter-terrorist. If you allow the terrorists to abuse banana control and be able to kind of just walk themselves all the way up to car, I don't know what the new call out is, I know it is car, but right up into this area right before they enter the site, if you're letting the other team get banana control and get all the way up from T ramp up to car right here all game long without any real utility damage or any real pushback, you got a problem because you've just given up most of the map control. So they start right here. This is pretty much given to them 99% of the time for free. This will most likely be given to them for free unless you have a really aggressive counter-terrorist side, and they'll be punished for that eventually. So they're going to give you that for free. The area that you don't want to give them for free, anything past these blocks. There are plenty of opportunities that you have to be able to do utility damage or to be able to get free picks while terrorists are pushing up past these logs. And the primary way that you want to do that is with your utility to be able to keep them at bay at the beginning of the round. So usually a common setup is 3A, 2B. So with your partner at B, you guys are most likely, if you're playing matchmaking or if you're not playing anything that's spawn based and you're just playing one static position for the entire half, if you're the one playing B and you got a partner, it's important that you guys use your utility together to be able to maximize its effectiveness and be able to hold banana control into the later periods of the round. The ways that you can use your utility to maximize the amount of control and for how long you have that control of banana is primarily going to be your incendiary grenades, also your smoke grenades. Smoke grenades on this map tend to be used more so to prevent a push as opposed to holding banana control, but you can use them to hold banana control as well. So let's say, for instance, that I'm the first person that's coming into the site. I have a better spawn than the person that's behind me, although he's not far behind. So I'm coming into the site to gain banana control. The first thing I should be doing is mollying far. Now, there's different definitions of what far is. I consider this far because it's right before the logs, and then this also sets you up for a perfect position to be able to throw grenades down to damage the people that are right behind the Molotov, which would be right here. So anybody that's at the bay of that Molotov or who is kind of leaning towards pushing B after the utility is gone, you're giving those people damage right there. The second person that's coming in right behind me, in case it's a rush and they're pushing through my molly, should be mollying close right here. So that by the time they get through that molly and by the time they get through this molly, even if they're still alive and they kill both of us, like let's say that there's 3 people that run through these and we have no trades in a worse situation, even if all 3 of those people are alive, they're less than 20 HP, guaranteed, you know. So the second thing that the second person should be doing is also either throwing their nade or they should be throwing a smoke to be able to gain that far banana control right down here. Because I've already mollied far, he's mollying close, so we've taken out the possibility that there's really a rush unless it's a delayed rush right at the bottom down here. And that means that if you throw this deep smoke, that you're disconnecting these guys from the rest of the team, and you really have to only be worried about these far angles. And typically what they're going to be doing is trying to get you to peek into these far angles. Now you can peek into these far angles if you wanted to come right here. I made it all nice for you guys to be able to pay attention. So if you want to come right here and peek these angles, well, not like that, you're not. At flashbang, just about perfect. You can come out to this half wall. You can't peek anything further to the left of this. If you swing wider than this, these people aren't going to be flashbanged, or not guaranteed to be flashbanged at least. But if you peek right here and you want to peek down logs, nothing's really peeking out logs. Or if you want to peek a little bit further down bananas to see if you can get a pick, you can do that. Now once you guys have pretty much exhausted all of your utility at B, throwing nades, throwing flashes, peeking down, that's a good time to be able to fall back into the site where one of you guys should still have a smoke grenade. By this point in the round, you should have knocked off probably at least a minute. So throwing this smoke in worst case scenario The terrorist side is down to about a 45-second turnaround time that they need to be able to execute a site. And by that time, a lot of their utility should be gone as well. So if you play this right, and if you show enough force at B, then terrorist sides will be a little bit more hesitant to come B because they know that they're going to get damaged in some way. If you're utilizing your utility correctly and throwing it at the proper times in the round and being able to hit multiple players for damage, like a good portion of the time, it's really going to be able to help you later in the round. Not only whenever they do start executing the site, obviously they're going to be easier to kill, but it also shows a sense of strength, and they might not be as confident coming into the site. And I think that's a really important factor that needs to be considered as well. So that's really all I have for this episode right now, is gaining that deep banana control. There's a bunch of different ways to play B. This isn't the only way to play B. This is just my thoughts on how you gain that control and how you maintain that a little bit earlier on into the round. There's obviously different play styles. This isn't the one play style that you need to play, but if anybody wasn't familiar with this play style or wasn't exactly sure how to utilize their utility, then this may at least give you some sort of foundation of typically how you should utilize that utility, and like a general set piece for your matchmaking or your ESEA games, just to help you get your boots on the ground and get a better foothold. So yeah, drop a comment if you think that there's anything that could have been improved on or that wasn't touched on, just so that everybody is aware of that information. Drop a like, subscribe if you liked the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys.